So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I will present you the rotational stability data for a new toric lens platform. These are my disclosures. Both lenses, Ankoris is the monofocal version, Finevision toric is the multifocal version. Both share the same design, a so-called double C-loop design. What is nice about this design is that you can easily fine-tune the lens during surgery. You can turn the lens both clock and counterclockwise. And the only difference between the two lenses, of course, is the surface treatment, the Finevision toric being a diffractive lens. We included 71 eyes where we either implanted the Ankoris or the multifocal Finevision toric, and we had, unlike many other studies, rather broad inclusion criteria. We really wanted to have a real patient population, so we included, for example, PECs, keratoconus, and amblyopic eyes. The eyes have been followed from a couple of minutes post-surgery up to 1 year. And this is how we measured the lens alignment. We made a lens template fitting the main characteristics of the lens, and this lens template was then superimposed on a digital Scheimpflug image of each eye. And as you can see in this case, for example, we needed to simply in the Keynote software from Apple, we've done that with Keynote. We simply rotated, and for example, the reading is now 94 degrees. We also, importantly, looked for iris landmarks, and we followed these iris landmarks for each eye over all the study visits till the end of the study. And these, or the change of the position of these iris landmarks allowed us to correct for potential head malpositioning or cyclotorsion during the measurements. These are the results. So as you can see, the rotation for this new lens platform is, the rotational stability is very good. And as you can see, after 6 months, we are leveling off at 3.4 degrees. However, if we split the study population into the two subgroups, then you can all of a sudden see a difference. So in red, the multifocal Finevision is doing significantly better. And as I told you, the design is identical, so it must be the stickiness of the surface. Interesting finding. I've talked about rotation. Rotation is the position of the lens at a given point in time compared with a couple of minutes after surgery. But there is also such a thing as total misalignment, which is most of the time not covered in publications regarding rotational stability. And total misalignment is, I think, clinically even more important. It's the difference between the lens position at a certain time point compared with your target position. Here again, the rotation of the lens and the total misalignment, as it is always the case, is much higher. So for example, at a couple of minutes post-surgery, we are already at 3.9 degrees of total misalignment. Where does that come from? Well, there is basically 3 factors contributing to early total misalignment. You make anyway a small error when doing the corneal marking. The alignment during surgery can never be at 0.1 degrees perfect, and maybe in the first couple of minutes post-surgery, there is also very early rotation, as you have shown previously. The patient standing up from the table and walking out of the operating theater. So, and in terms of total misalignment, here we see a difference between the monofocal and the trifocal version as well. The Ankoris, the monofocal, having a mean of 6.7 degrees of total misalignment after 1 year, 3.8 for the multifocal. So where does that bring us in terms of residual astigmatism and vision? these are the baseline corneal astigmatism for both lenses, no difference. And after surgery, we do see a small yet significant difference, again in favor of fine vision toric. So somehow the small difference in rotational stability pays out in terms of residual astigmatism. And vision is great. The multifocal has 0.11 logmar, and Ankoris, the total group, 0.22, but I told you we have the amblyopic and keratoconus eyes, so if we subtract these eyes, we also end up with a very good 0.14 logmar for the monofocal toric. So in summary, for this new toric lens platform with the double C haptics, we have very good rotational stability. We had a very real-life study population, by the way, and for the multifocal lens, the fine vision toric, the stability was even a little bit better, probably due to the different frictional coefficient of the surface. And finally, visual acuity was excellent. Thank you.